Slicing veggies with a knife sounds easy until your tomatoes turn mushy, your onions come out uneven, and your cutting board looks like a crime scene. That's when a good Mandoline slicer really saves the day. Some of them even keep your hands completely away from the blade with 30 cutting options. And one uses ceramic blades that don't rust or dull easily. If you cook often, having the right slicer makes a big difference. So let's check out some of the best Mandoline slicers you'll actually want to use in your kitchen. You know those times when you're prepping for a salad, stir fry, or even a fruit platter and everything ends up cut a little chaotic? That's where the Adjust a Slice Mandoline quietly saves the day. It doesn't scream with high-tech features, but honestly, it doesn't need to. With 3 easy slice settings, thin, medium, and thick, you can go from slicing crisp apples for a pie to soft tomatoes for a sandwich without juggling attachments. The blade is angled just right, so you're not fighting gravity every time you push a zucchini through it. Plus, the slicing surface is wide enough for larger veggies, which is a small thing that makes a big difference when you're rushing to get dinner on the table. So if you're just tired of wrestling with knives and want even, clean slices with zero drama, this one really fits into everyday kitchen life. Now, if you're someone who wants more slicing options, not just thickness but also shapes, and maybe you've got a bit more chopping to do every day, well, our next slicer is basically the multitasker every busy kitchen craves. Ever feel like you need 3 different tools just to prep one meal? The Once for All Mandoline is basically that one tool that says, I got this, whether you're dicing onions or julienning carrots for a thick stir-fry. What's great here is how hands-off it feels, literally. The blade is hidden, so your fingers never get too close, and there's no blade swapping nonsense. You can adjust both thickness and the style of the cut with simple dials. Need thin matchsticks for a salad? Done. Want thick slices for roasted potatoes? Easy. It gives you 4 slicing styles in one go: julienne, matchstick, slicing, and dicing, which is surprisingly freeing when you're bouncing between recipes. Also, cleaning up doesn't feel like a punishment. It folds down, rinses clean, and even comes with a little brush to get the stubborn bits out. So if your meal prep usually looks like a mini tornado hit your cutting board, this slicer brings some much-needed calm to the chaos. Okay, this one's for the home cooks who like having options. The Fullstar Mandoline is kind of like the Swiss Army knife of veggie slicers, but way more kitchen-friendly. With 6 interchangeable blades, you can grate cheese, slice onions, spiralize zucchinis for that low-carb pasta, and even prep some fancy garnishes when you're feeling extra. It's not just a slicer, it's kind of your sidekick for everything from weeknight dinners to food prep Sundays. One thing I really like, it has a built-in catch tray, so you're not chasing slices across the counter or trying to transfer stuff with one hand and a cutting board in the other. It also comes with a finger guard and a glove because slicing should never feel like a risk. And once you're done, toss the parts in the dishwasher, use the included cleaning tool, and boom, it's ready for next time. It fits perfectly for those of you juggling multiple dishes or meal prepping in batches without turning your kitchen into a cleanup marathon. So far, we've looked at slicers that juggle versatility, storage, and safety pretty well. But what if you're looking for something super intuitive, something that just feels natural in your hand and gets the job done with zero fuss? Let's talk about a favorite that's all about grip and control: the OXO Good Grips V-Blade Mandoline. It's designed to feel secure in your hand, even if things get a little juicy while you're cutting tomatoes or slicing cucumbers. You've got 4 blade options, so whether you're making potato gratin or prepping apples for a pie, the texture and thickness are all up to you. The textured surface actually helps keep the food from sticking, which, trust me, makes everything smoother. Plus, the food holder protects your fingers and keeps everything in place. And when you're done, fold the feet, lock the blade, and it slides right into a drawer. So if you're short on storage space but still want a slicer that feels reliable and safe, this one makes sense for the everyday kitchen hustle. You ever want perfect, paper-thin slices but without the anxiety of getting your fingers near the blade? The Dash Safe Slice takes that fear out of the equation entirely. Your hands don't go near the blade ever. That alone is a win. But it doesn't stop there. This thing offers over 30 slicing options. Yep, 30, including everything from julienne to dice to shoestring cuts. You simply turn the dial in the back to select your slice thickness or cut style and you're off. Whether you're making coleslaw, prepping onions for fajitas, or slicing citrus for drinks, it's got you covered. And the design? It's compact, folds down neatly, and even comes with its own little food catch container, so cleanup is easy and your counter stays mess-free. It's especially great for anyone who preps a lot but doesn't want a giant machine hogging their space. So if you're all about convenience and versatility without sacrificing safety, this one checks all the boxes for busy home cooks. This one's got a bit of a professional edge to it without being intimidating. The OXO Good Grips Chef's Mandoline Slicer 2.0 is for when you're serious about consistent slices. Like whether you're prepping waffle fries or slicing onions just right for caramelizing, this one doesn't miss. What makes it stand out is that you can actually see your thickness setting through a clear display window, no guessing games here. Plus, the spring-loaded food holder has a wide rim to keep your fingers safe, and it conveniently stores underneath the Mandoline when not in use. The Japanese stainless steel blade is angled for slicing both soft and firm veggies with ease, even tomatoes behave on this one. And with two sides to the blade, you can switch from straight to crinkle or waffle cuts instantly. Need julienne or french fries? It's built-in, no swapping blades. So if your kitchen game is about getting those picture-perfect slices without the struggle, this slicer gives you that chef-like control without the learning curve. Now, if all this talk of stainless steel has you wondering about something lighter, but still sharp, safe, and super reliable, we are wrapping things up with a Mandoline that's surprisingly simple but still checks all the right boxes. The Kyocera Soft Grip is kind of like the low-key friend who always comes through. It's lightweight, super easy to clean, and uses advanced ceramic blades that don't just stay sharp but also won't rust, brown your food, or add any weird taste. The soft grip texture gives you complete control while you slice, so even slippery fruits or citrus won't get away from you. And the handguard adds another layer of safety because no one's trying to play kitchen roulette while slicing onions. What's especially nice is how effortlessly it adjusts. A simple dial on the back gives you 4 slice thicknesses, which is perfect whether you're topping a salad with thin radish slices or cutting veggies for baking. This one's best for everyday slicing. Think quick garnishes, lemon wedges, or prepping a cucumber salad without pulling out a huge gadget. So if you want a Mandoline that's clean, crisp, and simple to use without the bulk, Kyocera nails it. And that wraps up our list of Mandoline slicers you'll actually enjoy using. Got a favorite? Or one you're already using in your kitchen? Drop a comment below, we'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to subscribe for more no-fuss kitchen gear guides, tips, and reviews.